Today on CityCast Boise, we're taking you on a Boise brunch tour. From a classic hearty breakfast with perfectly crafted lattes to elegant mimosa trees and even a food truck that totally shocked me. We've got your guide to the best meal of the day. It's Wednesday, August 13th. I'm Lindsay Van Allen, and this is what Boise's talking about. Kaylee, also known as Tater Raider Boise, is joining us to break down the best brunch spots around the Treasure Valley. Thanks so much for being here today, Kaylee.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, before we dive into all of the different restaurants, what does your perfect brunch menu look like? What are you ordering? Is it sweet? Is it savory? Is it a combo?
It's a combo. I have to say I'm kind of traditionalist when it comes to breakfast food. Like I love American breakfast, but I need something sweet on the side. So, I want like a hearty hash brown, some type of meat, and then I want like a sweet treat on the side with a really good coffee.
Same. Yeah, I would say, especially when I was little, I was like, oh, French toast or pancakes for days, a waffle. And now I'm like, I want like 3 bites. Can I get like 2 French toast sticks?
Yes.
We could start incorporating that into like the brunch menu.
And this is why you go to breakfast with your girlfriends, because then you just like get a big table full of food and then you take a bite of each.
Exactly. Everybody's sharing.
Yes.
So I've got a few different categories of brunch questions I wanted to ask you, but I wanted to start with, are there any new spots that you think people need to check out or maybe flown under the radar that are just absolutely worth getting out of bed and getting to brunch for?
Yes. And some of them I have to preference. I haven't tried some of these yet, but they're on my list to go eat. Would be like House of the Little Pig. Just opened up a brunch menu. That Hemlock, that new steakhouse, has a new brunch menu. Yeah. I have not tried this breakfast sandwich, but it is my top number 1 to try. It's not much of a sit-down place. Like they have outdoor seating, but I don't know if you guys heard of Smash Alley Burgers that opened. So they have burgers on Friday, but they just opened up a breakfast sandwich with like Wagyu short rib, pickled onions on a croissant. And that is my number 1 to try very soon, probably this weekend.
Okay. I didn't know that they had a brunch spot or like that they had a breakfast option.
Yeah, they opened up breakfast on Saturdays. And you can also find their sandwiches, I believe, at Slow by Slow Coffee House downtown.
That sounds like a fantastic place to try. What are maybe some spots that you view as a Boise classic? It never fails. If family's coming into town or, and you're like, this is going to be great. Everybody's going to have a good time. Where are you going?
So it used to be Huck House Brunchette on State, but they closed. However, they have their sister location on the Bench, which is Blue Bench. I think that's my go-to spot when family comes to town. I actually have family coming to town in a couple weeks, back-to-back weekends, and we'll probably go there at least once each weekend. I think that's just a go-to. They have a huge plethora menu. They have really fun drink options. But then another classic is like Goldie's downtown or Moon's Cafe. Those are my top 3 that I usually give my family the choice. I'm like, hey, look at the menu. Where do you want to go? Mine is going to be the Blue Bench.
I love it. I appreciate the shout out for Moons though, because I think that's definitely worth the drive downtown to go get some moon babies. Always a hit.
Those beignets, right? They're so good. And the coffee is pretty good. I mean, that's like the sweet treat that I want because they have this honey butter that they put on it. And I don't know. It puts me in a food coma, but it's worth it every time.
It is. We always make the mistake of ordering 1 order of the beignets and we're like, that's fine. That's all we need. And then, I don't know, we become feral and we're like, we're going to need like 3 more of these.
Well, there's like only what, 4 in there? Or maybe like 6. But you need at least 2 or 3 to get like a good share of it. Yeah.
We got to start being honest with ourselves about how many beignets we want.
If you're going to go, you might as well just go all out and do it.
Now, Kaylee, it seems like most places around the Treasure Valley require you to have a reservation anymore to get into brunch, but some spots still don't. Are there any spots where if you want to get in, you're going to need to plan ahead or maybe show up a little early?
Unfortunately, I think with Boise growing, most places, like I actually prefer having a reservation so I don't have to fight for my spot at a table. But like Goldie's, you're going to have a long line, as well as Moon's Cafe. But those are both worth the wait, I think. And you're right downtown, so you put your name down, they're going to text you. You can just like go bop around all the shops downtown. But most places are going to make a reservation. But I actually think that's in favor. If I was just downtown and wanted a quick breakfast fix without planning, I'd probably go to Gold's or Moon's and just anticipate waiting. But there's also a new breakfast burrito window downtown I have not tried called Odd Box. It's right out of Funky Taco. So like if you're not looking to like stand in a line or have a reservation, that might be a good option because it's literally a to-go window for breakfast burritos. And then you can continue walking around.
Oh, I didn't know about that spot. That's a nice option. Yeah, if you're happen to be downtown, want to grab some brunch, but don't
Don't
necessarily
want
want
to
to wait and
stop.
definitely
Yeah.
don't have a reservation.
Yes.
Got any fun trips coming up? One thing you probably haven't put on your packing list is learning the language. But with Babbel, you can start talking in just a few weeks. I'm David Plotz, the CEO of CityCast, and I've been learning Spanish with Babbel. And I also just persuaded my friend who's going to France this fall to learn French with Babbel, but that is another story. Babbel's extremely fun and intuitive. It's like having a private tutor in your pocket. Handcrafted by over 200 language experts, Babbel's lessons are voiced by real native speakers and built with science-backed cognitive tools and interactive features to fit any learning style. I love a lot of the different Babbel features. The Babbel games for sentence building, Babbel speech recognition, which helps me get the pronunciation right. And now I'm really into Babbel's word of the day, which greets me on the homepage of the app. Every day, a new word revealed like a little surprise with a sentence to help contextualize it. It's like a daily treat for me. Studies from Yale, Michigan State, and other leading universities continue to prove that Babbel works. One study found that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a full semester at college. Look, I want you to learn another language. So I'm teaming up with Babbel to gift you 55% off subscriptions, but only for CityCast listeners at babbel.com/CityCast. Get up to 55% off at babbel.com/CityCast. Spelled BABBEL.com/CityCast. Babbel.com/CityCast. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Kaylee, it wouldn't be brunch, especially with the ladies, without some mimosas. So what are some spots that you're going to that have the best mimosas or maybe even the best mimosa deal?
Yeah, I am a big mimosa fan. I take mimosas over Bloody Marys any day. And that's going to be Blue Bench again. They have a mimosa tree, and I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it is aggressive. So please plan ahead if you're going to do the mimosa tree. Basically, it's this little like metal tree, and it spirals all the way down with mimosas of different flavors. That is my go-to low-key brunch. Like I don't feel like I have to get dressed up or anything. Like I can just show up with my friends, have a good time. Another really good place is Acero, which is right downtown. It's a little more upscale, but they have a mimosa bar. And I sometimes like to make my own mimosa because I know the ratio between champagne and juice that I need. So that's my second option.
Okay. Hopping back really quickly to this tree, I was unaware that was an option or that was a thing. How
Yeah.
many like mimosas are on? Like, is this I need to bring 5 or 6 friends? Like, how many drinks are part of this tree?
Definitely 5 or 6 or more friends. Like this isn't a 2-person type of mimosa tree. And if it is, good for you. I'm a 1 or 2 mimosa person. I'm a lightweight. So definitely that. I should look it up because I don't know how many specific, but it's at least 10. And they have all the different flavors. They have like honestly, truly anything you can imagine, they have it. They also make their house like orange juice. It's freshly squeezed. You can actually see the machine. And so I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah, no, there's nothing like fresh orange juice for your mimosa. So, I mean, if that's the flavor you want, it sounds like there's a variety of flavors you could get.
There's so many.
Okay, Kaylee, I'm a coffee girly. I love coffee. Never met a coffee I didn't like. Can't ever get enough. If that's all I could drink, that's what I would just drink. Unfortunately, I also have to have water. But for someone who's looking for the best coffee with their brunch or the best coffee deal, where are you going? Where have you found really fantastic coffee with your brunch?
This is tough because like a lot of classic diners have like just drip coffee, right? Or their lattes are so-so. This might be unconventional to say, but Certified Bakery, they have breakfast bowls that you can take. They have the best coffee in my opinion. So if I'm like more heavy on the coffee than food that one morning, I'm going to Certified, which is in the North End, in Hyde Park. But there's also a food truck I'm a huge fan of called Loving Lefse. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I'm sorry, what is it called?
Loving Lefse.
Okay, for longtime listeners, I make lefse every year for Christmas. It's like one of my favorite things, but it is low-key a nightmare to make. It's a Norwegian food. Are you telling me, I was unprepared for this. Are you telling me there is a food truck that makes lefse in the Treasure Valley?
There is, and they're so good and they're so cute and the nicest owners. So my husband's actually Norwegian too. So when they opened, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm taking you for a little treat. And it's so good, but their coffee is phenomenal. And they have like the cutest little aesthetic. It's like a clear cup with like a red lid with a little heart stopper. Like it makes me really happy anytime I see them. But their coffee is phenomenal. It's so good. So sometimes if I'm again want a coffee, I'm going to Loving Lessa, and it sounds like you have to try them. They have a permanent spot now.
Kaylee, I am putting on my shoes. Yeah. I'm putting on my shoes right now. We're gonna cut the short. I'll be right back, everyone. I just found out there's lefse in August in the Treasure Valley. I'll be right back.
And you should probably see if you can just like take some of the lefse to freeze for Christmas.
Seriously.
They're on Fairview.
You made my whole day. You made my whole week.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And let me know if the coffee's up to par, because I think it's incredible coffee.
Okay, I was going to say two of my favorite things, lefse and coffee. This is the food truck for me.
You won't be disappointed.
Okay, but we will round out this conversation because I appreciate you being here, even though I've been thrown for a loop. I've got to go run and get some lefse like right now. So Kaylee, let's say someone is planning a brunch date and they want something that feels, a little more special. We've talked about the spots where it's like, yeah, throw on some sweats, head out with your friends, have some mimosas. But let's say, yeah, you want to do it up a little more fancy, a little more nice. Where is a spot that you're going to go?
So it's actually not in Boise. It's in Eagle. It's Crave Kitchen. I love Crave. Obviously, my page is called Taterator Boise. I think they have some of the best French fries. They have some of the best brunch, and they make these homemade donuts. I don't know. It's just like more upscale. It's super nice. You can sit on the really nice patio. I actually think they have the best patio for brunch, but it's really good. And they kind of have something for everybody. And the presentation is just always so pretty. Like the donuts come out with like flat flowers on top. And that's kind of where I'm going to go to be a little more fancy, splurge a little bit more, take my husband out for a brunch date, something like that.
Oh, I would say I've been to Crave, but I haven't been there for brunch. So it's good to know that it's nice and kind of has that little bit of upscale feel.
Yeah, definitely.
And you actually hit my other category. I was going to ask you about patios, best brunch patios. I guess that also goes to Crave, unless there's any honorable mentions or other spots you'd like to recommend.
Yeah, I mean, Crave, I think, has the best one. I know House of the Little Pig, like I mentioned, I haven't been there. I've seen photos and videos. I think a ton of other foodie influencers have been there. It looks pretty nice. Spitfire Tacos, I just heard a rumor, and maybe I'm late to the game, that they also have like a burrito type of thing in the works in Eagle as well, and they have that rooftop patio which is shaded because thank goodness the Boise sun roasts us. Please wear your sunscreen. But yeah, I'm still gonna say Crave has the best patio because it is shaded. You have the water fountain right there. You feel a little more secluded, less like bustling. But then you have like the iconic like patio views like Tupelo Honey. Acero has a really good brunch and they have a patio, but it's just more busy. So it kind of depends on the ambiance I want. Like if I want to like people watch, I'm going to probably go to Acero or Tupelo Honey. If I want more quiet, down to earth patio with like some ambiance of water in the background, that's going to be Crave.
Yeah. And there's a good variety of different patios. And that's what I appreciate from these brunch spots.
I'd rather have brunch outside if I'm being honest. So.
Oh yeah, especially before it gets too hot out. It's just, that's one of the best things. One of the best things about summer.
Agreed.
So Kaylee, on the show, we talk a lot about how prices are going up. Everything's getting more expensive. So I'm really curious, are there any brunch spots around the Treasure Valley that you feel are still really affordable? You know, you're still getting brunch, it's still delicious, but it's not going to break the bank?
Yeah, I was trying to think about this too. It's a tough question because I just think everything in general is getting so expensive. Even fast food, if I was gonna be more like budget conscious, I'd probably go to like a diner, like Moon's Cafe, Goldie's, something like that. Or even Blue Bench. Like the prices are pretty reasonable. I think it's like $17 a plate, but it's huge plates. Like you're gonna take leftovers home. I think those are just better for like more budget friendly options.
And Kaylee, you moved to Boise from Denver about 4 years ago, right?
Yes, I'm actually originally from Montana.
Oh, okay.
I lived in Denver for, I think, 2 years during COVID. It was not my husband and I's cup of tea. He's from Minnesota. I'm from Montana. He went to school in Montana. So Boise feels a lot more at home. Denver just was way too big. Traffic was insane. I just felt so discombobulated all the time. I was like, I need a smaller city. I can't do this.
Did you hear that, CityCast Denver? We got some of your people who prefer Boise. No shade to CityCast Denver, but a little
Sorry.
bit. No, it's okay. It's different spots for different people. But I'm curious, maybe compared to Montana and Denver, how does our brunch scene stack up? How are we doing in Boise?
Yeah, I mean, Denver's going to have more food options just because it's such a big metro and it's pretty sprawled out. I think Boise's getting really good, like much better than Montana. Ooh, I hate to say that as a Montanan. We just have better options. I think that's like one positive of Boise growing. I know that's like a very polarizing topic for people, but we are getting better options of food. We're getting more variety of food. So I think Boise is, I mean, I'm perfectly happy with the food scene. Denver's food was fine. I actually lived in Portland, Oregon right before moving to Denver for a couple years out of college, and I was so spoiled. Portland's food was so good. But Denver, like, I wouldn't put Denver above Boise for food.
Did you hear that again, CityCast Denver? We're killing it. Thank you, Kaylee. We appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries.
Boise loves that. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to come on the show, share some of your favorite spots and recommendations, and let me know about Lefse. That changed my whole weekend. I'm so excited. And
I'm so glad. You need to let me know what you think of it. Like, I truly want your honest opinion because I obviously all of these are my opinions, but I do like to hear other people's aspects. If you're like, that was a good recommendation. If it wasn't, you can maybe keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
But
absolutely. No, I always feel stressed when I make recommendations. Like, I hope you like it. So no, I'm so excited. And I really appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
That's all for today here on CityCast Boise. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to take the annual CityCast survey at citycast.fm/survey. It only takes a few minutes and you could win a $250 Visa gift card or CityCast swag. That's citycast.fm/survey. We'll be back tomorrow morning with another great local story. Catch you then.